All right, what is up? So some of you guys formerly know me as the Candy King. I definitely will be changing that because I don't sell candy anymore. But the reason I'm on here is because I haven't been uploading. A lot of things have changed. So if you're seeing this video, if you're even watching the video, probably like, what the heck is going on? Like, I haven't heard from the Candy King in years. Like, where the heck is this video coming from? Well, just a quick update. So I graduated high school, so couldn't really sell candy no more. No, I'm not in college at the moment. I am studying to go back to college. I got like take a test, so I'm working on getting those ACT scores up and stuff like that. And I apply. I'm planning on going back to school. Put it like that. I'm 19 currently, coming up on 20. This is a lot of information that you guys probably didn't ask for. You guys probably just mainly wondering like what the heck happened. So yeah, I stopped selling candy, and so that's why there's no more candy videos. Cease the Candy King. So I'm no longer the Candy King. I'm going to be changing this channel to something else. I've been thinking of a couple names. I'm thinking about probably changing it to the process or welcome to the process, because after I stopped selling candy, I started getting into trading. I started getting into some like e-com and like a bunch of other things that you hear, like make money online. A lot of those different niches. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought like, hey yo, I made all this money selling candy, it should just automatically work out. Like whatever I do, I got the Midas touch. I touch it, it turns to gold. Well, that didn't happen. I lost a lot of money because I was trying stuff. I was putting money here. I was just losing money. And at first, I was okay with losing money because I hear people say, "Oh, if you lose money, hey, you'll make it back in the end." They'll be like, "Oh, I lost this many thousands, or I lost all of this money before I became successful." And so I eventually thought, like, hey, maybe if I just keep on losing more money, I'll become successful. But the thing that really got me was not losing money, but just the time it took. Because in reality, I was just expecting, for success to just hit me like a bolt of lightning, and overnight it would come, and it wasn't coming. So I was just getting more and more frustrated, and eventually it led me to giving up, feeling, frustrated, giving up, and then being frustrated because I gave up. I was focusing on too many different things. I was like, well, let me try this, run up a bag real quick. Well, I wasn't able to run up a bag. Well, why am I not successful yet? Like, I see all these people on Instagram who are my age that are successful. Why am I not successful? Why don't I have the Lamborghini, the private jets, things like that? And I'm like, man, I feel like a failure. And I was, because I was failing myself, because I was expecting things to happen in 1, 2 months that are not even realistic. So I was really giving myself the short end of the stick. That's all it really was. So the reason I'm making this channel is just I want to journey. I want to document my journey. I want to document my process, my personal growth. And this isn't really for the viewers anymore, anybody. It's really just for me. So if you stick around and you watch these videos and you get inspired, so be it. But the reason I'm putting these videos out, it's not for you, it's for me. It's because a lot of times when I'm doing things, I'm lacking motivation sometimes, or I forget where I need to go, or I need some inspiration. So I'm going to come back to these videos myself and rewatch them and listen to myself talk to myself. That way I can stay motivated. So these videos are really just for me. These videos are really just for me to stay motivated and to stay honored, and stay inspired, and to show my personal growth throughout my journey. Like how I'm shooting this video right now, and this is how it's gonna be. I may upload once a week. I may upload once a day. Just take 10 minutes out, 5 to 10 minutes out of my day, and just come and upload. But this is really just what I'm doing right now. So glad we got that out the way. Like I said, it's just gonna be a personal journey, personal growth. Like I said, I was really getting frustrated because I was having these expectations that weren't realistic. In reality, it takes a year to years, and if so, even then, like there's no time limit on when you'll be successful. And I was, caught up in all the flexers on Instagram thinking that it should just come overnight, and it doesn't work that way. And there's also a lot of scammers who take your money, which happened to got mine. So it is. So right now, what's been going on lately. Um, so I graduated in June of 2020, and took that summer. I worked. No, took that summer. I went and did a sales job, door to door. I sucked, literally. I was like, yo, I sold candy. I will be amazing at selling pest control door to door. I was selling a $599 contract for 12 months or 4 quarters. I just come up right to your door, knock on it, and close you right there and get you to sign, get your credit card, all of that. I think I talked to about close to almost 2,000 people. I made 10 sales. So, yeah. But I don't know if it was 2,000. Maybe it was like 1,200 people. But all I remember was making sales. So like I actually sucked. Like, and they were like, hey, if you don't hit these next 5 sales in the next week, you got to go home. And so I was like, you know what, forget that. I didn't have no car, so I was like catching a lift out to different neighborhoods on weekends, Sunday, Saturday, and that was supposed to be our off day, and I was just grinding, just knocking. And I thought if I put in more hours, hey, maybe I'll get more sales, but in reality, I didn't get more sales. I just put in more hours. And that's another result of things not going my way, not the way I expected it. And that's really what these past year has been. Just me having expectations and they not working out to where they wanted to be, and me giving up or feeling like absolute crap because it didn't go the way I expected. And I'm telling you right now, when things don't meet your expectations, that stuff's worse than heartbreak, like for real. So that happened. I came back. I was BSing around. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do as far as like taking care of the things that's inside my home. And my mom shipped me off to the military. So I actually, like, I'm gonna take my hoodie off, but right here, I got sent to Fort Jackson, South Carolina. See that says Army, but I joined the National Guard. I didn't want to join the National Guard, but he said, hey, we'll pay for 100% of your school. I was like, okay, cool, but I still didn't want to go. But my mom forced me to go, so I just got back literally in September 10th, 2021. I got back from um, literally 5 months being in training, and that was a fun experience. I'll put out a video, and I'll put out like my experience and stuff like that. But I will say, like, I'm definitely a different person because I didn't have absolutely no discipline. I didn't put my priorities first. I didn't focus on my responsibilities. I wasn't being a leader. And, with those lacking skills, I definitely wasn't going to be a successful entrepreneur at all. And one thing I also realized is it doesn't matter how much desire you have. It doesn't matter how much you believe something's going to happen. That doesn't mean it has to happen. Like, you have to put in the work every single day. And I wasn't putting in the work every single day. I was BSing myself, really. And I still am sometimes right now. And so that's one thing I started working on, is just focusing on the process and not the outcome. Because I was so attached to the outcome that I wasn't focusing on the process. Because I wasn't focusing. In order to get a burger, you got to follow a step-by-step recipe. You got to go to the store. You got to put it on a skillet. You got to season it. You got to open it. You have to go through a series of steps, a process, in order to get the burger that's in your stomach. I was just looking for the burger, saying one day the burger will be here. I was basically like a farmer expecting crops, but wasn't going out there to sow my seeds. And so now that's what I'm working on right now, and it's just staying in the present moment. Really just staying present and focusing on the process, focusing on what I need to be working on every single day to push me towards my ultimate chief aim or my goals. And the thing is, like, that stuff's not going to be easy. It really isn't. Focusing on the process and not the outcome is one of the hardest things I've had to do, and not having any expectations as well. So I'm focusing on not having expectations, because you have to be able to be emotionally responsible and emotionally neutral to things that happen in life to protect you. You got to protect your emotional state. And also, like I said, focusing on the process, just right here, right now, in the moment. I'm with you guys. I'm with me. I'm with you. I'm right here. Nowhere else. I'm not in the future. I'm not in the past. I'm right here. The more I can focus on being right here, right now, the more I can take control of my life. One thing I learned going through training is those were some of the hardest and longest days of my life. And if you were just focusing on the 9 weeks when you graduated and got out, you weren't going to make it. And so I came up with a saying: focus on today, and the future will take care of itself. Because so many times I've seen people just focusing on the 9 weeks, so I can't wait till I graduate. You're going to just stress yourself out. You're just going to work yourself mentally more than it needs to be. When if you just focus on what's going on right now and in front of you, what's happening today, everything will take care of itself. And so that's why now I'm calling this channel Focus on the Process, or Welcome to the Process. But basically, I'm going to be documenting my process. Thank you for tuning in with me. I don't want to make these videos too long. Like I said, it's just some motivation for me every single day. All right, peace out. See you guys.